Okay, this is me fishing in Lake Norman on December the 1st. After a few cloudy, pretty warm days for this time of the year. The water temperature was around 62 or 63 degrees. And we went out to Lake Norman to try to catch some spotted bass. You see right here we caught one on the shaky head. We tried crankbaits, spinner baits, jigs, pretty much everything. Cincos. We could nothing would bite anything but shaky heads. Shaky head was the only bait working. You can see right here, the fish go up under the trolling motor. This is on the wall at the 150 bridge, where the intake to the steam plant is.
Largemouth, they're still in here.
And finally, a largemouth bass. Mostly just catch spotted bass at Lake Norman.
On the way down.
It was a rare largemouth. We catch a lot of largemouth in the spring, but never see them in the summer. I haven't caught a largemouth bass since June, probably. Probably caught 60 or 70 spotted bass without a single largemouth. There's the first two fish right there. Got a picture of them, let them go.
Spot.
Here's a not so big, but right there on the wall. This is the ends of the walls were where the fish were. Got a couple of bites, nothing big here though. And the water temperature was right when bass would spawn, and it was colder, so especially the big spots we caught had torn up tails like they were trying to make nests. A lot of times bass will try to spawn in the fall, especially if the water temperature warms back up to 63 or so, even though it's for no reason really.
Oh yeah.
And in the south, they actually can successfully spawn, like in Florida and Texas and California.
Yeah, pretty good size one.
Good day. It was not that warm today. That day it got up to about 60.
Oh, yeah.
This was 2 days ago. I've not been catching anything at ponds. I've been struggling very, very bad at ponds. This is the 150 bridge right there at a Pinnacle boat landing on Lake Norman. One of my favorite spots, especially in the spring and fall.
He's been caught in the back of the mouth one time, and his tongue's all messed up and sideways. Nice. That's like a
I'm just talking about how that fish's tail was tore up too, like he's been trying to spawn. There weren't like in typical fall patterns like schooled up and stuff. They were all one here, one there in typical spawning areas, surprisingly. But we fished about 4 hours. Managed to catch 8 altogether. Caught 6 and he caught 2. And we struggled. I mean, if you didn't use a shaky head, you weren't going to catch a fish. This is right at the boat ramp. We got probably 4 or 5 at the boat ramp.
Damn, that was the last cast.
You know, those spotted bass fight really hard, way harder than a largemouth. They're like a little smallmouth bass. They fight really hard. They don't get very big though. State record's only 6 pounds and 7 ounces from Lake Norman. You can see this fish's tail's halfway gone from trying to spawn. But if you want to catch fish right now at Lake Norman, shaky heads. Alabama rigs aren't working yet either. Just shaky heads were the only thing I could get to work.